Hey everybody, it's vacation day. We are in the driveway, car is packed. We are ready to head down to sunny Florida for a week down in Orlando. We're going to be chilling by the pools, eating some good food, drinking some good drinks, and just forgetting about work, forgetting about all the stresses in life, and just reading some good books, taking long naps, finding good places to eat.
I got my picnic blanket.
Picnic blankets.
And my picnic basket.
We're going to be exploring all the nooks and crannies around Orlando to find out, just have a good time. And we'll take you along for the ride and show you what we found. So Cindy decided to take leg one of our 11-hour drive today. We're gonna switch every couple of hours to help each other out. And
we got a good music playlist.
Damn right. We're gonna be listening to some music, jamming out, and just enjoying the ride. So, welcome to our adventure.
Damn, this traffic jam. How I hate to be late. Hurts my motor go so slow. Damn, this traffic jam. Time to get home, myself to be cold. Fires of hell, they are built my hand up to me. Enter the war from over the sea. Into me, 1918, all the way from Tennessee to 223.
Alright, so I got this fantasy scenario where we go see Sabaton in October.
Sabaton.
And somehow we get to meet them ahead of time, and they're very cool. And they say, yo man, we heard you wanted us to sing 82nd All the Way. And they say, we'll do it as long as you come up on stage with us and do it with us.
Sing with us.
And I'm like, hell yeah. And I get to go up on stage and sing 82nd All the Way with Sabaton. Wouldn't that be amazing?
That would be awesome.
Make it happen, Sabaton. Come on.
You are so sweet like a merry munchkin. You make my dreams come true. And when we're together, I'm a merry munchkin too.
Welcome to Georgia. Thanks, baby. Thanks for driving. You're doing good.
Yeah.
Love you.
I will always love you for what it's worth. Never fade like graffiti on the overpass.
So after a long drive,
Yeah, we're here finally.
we are here.
10 hours.
10 hours. All right.
We're about to check out our apartment villa /
Home for the
timeshare
next
place
week.
For the next week. So here we go. Going inside.
Oh, wow. Wow. We got a nice little kitchen. I love the colors. Ooh,
You're spacious.
very spacious. This is the kitchen. Got like a little island. Ooh, wow. That's fancy. Oh, we got like a little patio. It's closed in.
Get the bugs in there.
All right, here's
Pretty nice.
one room.
Is the master?
This must be.
Oh, look at that toad.
Oh my goodness.
That toad.
I'm in heaven.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. It's got a little vanity chair. I like this that the toilet is in a different room.
Yeah, very nice.
Very great. So this is one bedroom. There's another bedroom on the other side. It's a 2-bedroom villa. So it's got 2 full-size beds in here.
That's a nice room too.
Yeah.
Very nice.
All right. So that's the place.
All right, so on day 2, we slept in till about 10 o'clock in the morning because it was a long drive and, we felt like it. Got up, had a little breakfast, went and talked to our timeshare folks to get some updates on what's going on with our timeshares. And then we planned the rest of our day to have some lunch and head out to the first of 4 pools that are at this resort that we were staying at. The name of the place we were staying at is the Mystic Dunes Resort and Golf Course. It's owned by Hilton, and that's the timeshare company that we have our timeshare through. So It was our first time ever going there. They've got 4 pools. We decided that we would go to each pool on different days so we can break that up a little bit. We got some other activities we were going to plan. So the first pool we went to was the one closest to our place where we were staying. It was right across the street. It was called the Terrace Pool. It was very nice. Has deck chairs all around the pool. There's some fountains going on outside the pool. Music playing, really nice, relaxing atmosphere. The pool wasn't too deep, maybe 5 feet in the middle. There was restrooms there for the men and women, and so on, that kind of stuff. It had a really nice gradual entryway where you can walk in, not have to jump in off a deep side or something like that. So that was very nice. And we just spent the rest of the day at that pool, chilling until dinner time, and then we spent the evening at home just relaxing. All right, we're now at our timeshare, chilling at the pool. It's very nice.
Go slower.
Go slower? Why? I'm going to spin you. Get you dizzy. Everything's good here down in sunny Florida. It's a beautiful day.
Look at my
Chilling
handsome
at the
man.
pool. What?
You're so
You
handsome.
need to get this cleavage out of the shot here. I'm just going to cover that up. It is too beautiful out here right now. Sunset time. Just chilling in the pool with this sunset behind us. It's just too much. It's too much. Life is good today. Okay, so on day 3, we decided to sleep in as usual, have a nice breakfast at the apartment there, and then head on down to the main pool. The main pool is called the Dunes Lagoon. It's a very, very nice pool. It's got this cool waterfall feature on the back of it that also has a slide for the kids that they can, enjoy. You know, kids love water slides. There's a snack bar there that has all kinds of food, drinks, adult beverages, all that kind of stuff. Really nice. There's cabanas all around the pool that can be rented for a day, and we did do that later in the trip. And the entertainment directors come down to that pool throughout the day and do various activities to just make things fun for all the different guests that are staying at the pool. The day that we were there, they were making tie-dye shirts. They had poolside bingo that was based on music and stuff like that, which was really fun. They did a water balloon toss that Cindy participated in, but I didn't. Couple of the nights they did what they call dive-in movies, where people can come down and swim, and they have a movie playing, for the folks. And there was also someone doing henna tattoos. I'd never seen henna tattoos before, but they looked really cool. So yeah, it's just a really cool main pool. They play lots of music. It's entertaining, and that's where most people hang out throughout the day. It's more of a party environment down there at the main pool. Okay, after we got done at the main pool, we decided we were gonna get cleaned up and get ready to go out for the evening. We love to karaoke, as some of you who follow the channel know. So we looked around for some good karaoke spots there in Orlando and came up with O'Shucks. O'Shucks was listed as a really good place to go. I actually got this hat right here from O'Shucks. Cindy got a t-shirt. And we had a good time down there, and here's a little bit of footage from when we were down there. All right, so it's Wednesday night. We're downtown Orlando. We're going to be doing a little bit of karaoke tonight. You all know how much we love karaoke. So we're going to be checking out O'Shucks Pub. They do karaoke all night, and we're going to be checking it out. So, woohoo!
You're on to me, not
After we got done with karaoke, it was late. It was almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and O'Shucks didn't serve food, so we didn't really have dinner yet. So just down the road from the bar was a IHOP. Swung in there, got ourselves a really yummy breakfast. We got I got the steak omelets, and we got some waffles and stuff like that. It was a good meal to finish out an evening. Went home and got a really good night's sleep. All right, day 4 actually started pretty late in the day because we were out so late the night before. We slept in till about noon till we finally got up. We had a little bit of brunch, so to say, and then decided to take a nice hot bath in that nice big bathtub we showed you on day 1. Laid in there, listening to music, reading our books. It was just nice and relaxing, therapeutic, that kind of thing. And then we planned on heading out to pool number 3 later in the evening. So the sun would be down a little bit. We wouldn't get beat up by the rays. The third pool we went to was known as the Garden Pool. It's located over on the eastern side of the resort. It was a very neat pool. It had one of those real shallow pools for small children to play in. And it had 2 full-size pools that were kidney-shaped with awesome landscaping around them, just making it feel very tropical. There was a bar there where you could order drinks during the day, changing rooms, that kind of stuff. They had a couple of cabanas that you could rent, and we really had a good time at this pool. We were only there for, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours, but it was really beautiful when we went. It was the evening. We did get a shower that dropped on us for about 30 minutes. That was kind of fun to play in, and we waited that out, hanging out in one of these cabanas. But after that, it was really, really beautiful. And one thing interesting about Middle Florida during the summer is every afternoon you can pretty much set your watch by the fact that there's going to be a major downpour of rain. Something about its location on the map makes it so that clouds form every day in the afternoon and drop lots of rain. So we had about a 30-minute rain delay at the pool and tried to make the most of it. It was really nice after the storm and made for a really beautiful sunset, and no complaints out of us. We were having too much fun to complain about anything.
Hey, where are you going?
You called this a storm?
Yeah, I'm under an umbrella.
Beautiful out here.
He's like the sun I might have known if God had granted me a son. The sun must shine, so is mine alone, and I am old and will be gone.
Pretty woman, don't walk on by.
Woo! You're going too fast.
Oh, sorry. Pretty woman. Look at that video. Oh my gosh. That is some awesome video.
That's beautiful.
1,000 people in the street, singing songs from the carrying signs, mostly say hooray for our side. It's time to stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
We just made the most of the evening, took some really good photos, and spent the rest of the night back at the room, relaxing and getting ready for Friday, because Friday was going to be a big outing day for us. So we wanted to make sure we got to bed early so that we can get up early in the morning and head out to Wekiwa Springs. All right, on day 5. Day 5 was my favorite day of the trip because we actually left the resort and went out and explored a little bit of Orlando. One thing we learned on our last trip to Florida is that Florida has an amazing collection of natural springs that are spewing up beautiful water from under the ground and creating awesome places to go swimming. It's almost better than the beaches. I would argue that it is better than the beaches. Last time we'd been to Florida, we went to Alexander Springs. This time we were going to Wekiwa Springs. It's about an hour drive outside of Orlando. One thing they do there when you arrive, if the place is full, all the parking spots are taken, they stop letting people into the park. They actually line people up outside on a lane that's outside on the main highway there, and they only let you in groups of like 10 every time 10 parking spots open up. They let people in, so a little bit of population control. And when you're in that line, you don't like it, but when you're inside the park, you do like it, because it's nice to not have that place super overrun with people. So here's a little footage of us while we were waiting in line to get into the park.
All right, there's Daddy playing with his GoPro, but oh my goodness, there is a car line for like a mile, and we have like, I think I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's like 8 cars in front of us just to get into the place. Crazy.
Great. All right, after our little wait, I'd say it was about 30 to 45 minutes we had to wait. We finally got into the park. We got our vehicle parked, we unloaded, we got down to the springs itself and got set up so that we could start enjoying our day down there. There was lots of people there, lots of diversity. There were young, old, men, women, you know, everybody was down there just having a great time. There was music playing and, you know, smiles on everybody's faces, and it was great. One thing I definitely recommend, if you ever do go down to Florida and go to one of these springs, swing by a local store and pick up some fins and a mask and a snorkel so that you can really enjoy the clear water that are in these springs. That's probably the best feature in my opinion. It feels like you're swimming in a fish tank, or, you know, really clear water. You don't get too much of that in some of the lakes and rivers around the United States, but in this case, the water was clear. As you can see here, I did pick up a GoPro so I could record some of the action. Once we finally got down into the water, it was a little chilly and shocking to the body at first, because it's about a 75-degree water temperature there, and the ambient temperature that day that we went was about 95 degrees, so it was pretty hot. The water itself, once you get in, it's about 4 feet deep all around the swimming area that they have set up for people, and it's got a sandy bottom so you can walk around and not have to worry about cutting your feet on stuff, which is nice. People are just out there on flotation devices and swimming and doing a little diving, that kind of stuff. There are a couple of areas of interest under the water. There's an area of rocks that people like to go over and climb on and jump off of. I got a little bit of footage of that here, and there's a tree that has fallen over underneath the water, and it's been, I don't know how long it's been there, but it's definitely got plenty of moss on it, and plenty of people have been walking on it over the years. But it was pretty cool to swim around and check that out. There are a lot of fish in there. They're normally tiny little fish, maybe about an inch or two long. I didn't see any real big ones. There was way too many people in the water to attract any big fish to the area. So, you know, I'm sure during the less crowded times of the year, there's probably some bigger fish swimming around in there. But it was pretty cool. The best thing in this water, though, that I found was the place where the actual water feeds this spring. There's a trench that runs across about 40 feet of the bottom of this spring, and if you didn't know where it was, you would never know it was there. But once you see it underwater, it's huge. It's maybe about 25, 30 feet deep, and people were taking turns trying to dive down into it and touch the bottom and just having a good time swimming over it. And I was pretty enamored with it and got plenty of footage of it with my camera to share with you guys. So now I gotta tell you about this guy. This guy right here. You know, I'm just filming people swimming down inside the trench, and you may notice this guy swims down there, and all of a sudden, he disappears. And you can hear me in my snorkel actually commentating my thoughts at the time. yeah, after he came back up, I talked to him a little bit, told him that was crazy. Told him, he impressed me with his ability to stay underwater as long as he did. I kept looking around for somewhere to see if he came up somewhere else, because maybe there was a tunnel that popped out somewhere else, and because he just was down there so long. I mean, now that I look back at the footage, it was probably only 10 or 20 seconds or something like that. But for someone who's not expecting someone to disappear in the trench, that was a long time. Anyway, I talked to the guy, and he said he'd be happy to take my GoPro down there and get a little footage of what's down underneath the trench there. He says there's actually a couple of different caverns that could tuck back underneath the rocks. So he took my camera down there, got some footage here, and it was pretty impressive. As you can see, when he comes back up out of the water, I was pretty impressed. Gave him a thumbs up and all that kind of stuff. So thank you to that mysterious gentleman who was being Aquaman for me on this particular part of my vacation. It was cool. After we got done swimming and hanging out at the springs for the day, we headed back to the hotel area, and on the way we ran across this Mexican restaurant that was calling our names. We went in and got some pretty good food. They had a homemade guacamole that was made right there on the table, and it was fantastic. We both filled our bellies, took some leftovers back for snacks later on, and that was pretty much day 5 in a nutshell. We rested back at the apartment for the rest of the evening and got ready for day 6. All right, on day 6 of our vacation, we chilled out at the apartment most of the day, took a nice long bath, read our books some more, had a nice breakfast, that kind of stuff. And in the afternoon, we went out to the final pool that we hadn't been to yet. That's the courtyard pool. It's a lot smaller than the other 3 pools. There actually wasn't that many people there. I spent most of the day just laying up on a deck chair under an umbrella reading my book, and Cindy spent most of the day down in the pool just talking with folks, making friends, and enjoying her time in the sun. And that was Saturday pretty much. On Sunday, we had rented a cabana down at the main pool, the Dunes Lagoon, and Cindy went down early in the morning and started to enjoy her day at the pool at the Dunes Lagoon in her cabana. And I spent the morning doing laundry for all the stuff we did during the trip, and I joined her in the pool in the afternoon, and we finished out our last day there in the cabana, enjoying our time by the pool for the last day. Here's a little video I filmed inside the cabana so you guys could see what those were like on the inside. So not to be too boring, but the majority of our time here on this vacation, we are just chilling at the pool, reading books, getting in the water every now and then, getting a little sun, listening to some good music, that kind of stuff. There's the pool out there. This is the cabana that we rented for the day. It's got a nice fan in here. It's got a TV. In case we get real bored, we can put on something to listen to while we're chilling out here. But other than that, like I say, we're just relaxing. Let me see, this is my book I'm reading right here. This is Alan Turing, The Enigma biography. Pretty interesting book. Alan Turing's a pretty interesting guy. But yeah, that's the majority of what we're doing here on this vacation, is just maxing and relaxing. And that's all I got to say about that. It was really a great trip, and I'm glad we did it. Here's a little outro video we filmed when we finished getting everything packed up and we were ready to leave Florida. All right, hey everybody, we have finished this vacation as far as the Florida leg of it, and we are getting ready to do a 10-hour drive back home. We had a great time, great relaxation. We had some good experiences, and appreciate y'all checking in and following this little vlog of ours. Hopefully we'll give you another little video when we make it home safe. So see you in about 10 hours. Goodbye, Florida.
Bye, Florida.